Ultimately, outreach should begin a conversation, but that conversation isn't necessarily going to start with the final decision maker. Today, the number of people involved in B2B buying decisions is growing, and the more of these stakeholders you can speak to, the better. Building the perfect audience for an outreach campaign is about balance. Precision is critical, but so is reach. You need to be accurate enough to target your ideal customers, but you also need to cast a wide enough net to start meaningful conversations that lead to a sale. If your target is too broad, you risk contacting people who are never going to buy your solution, which wastes time and resources. And on the other hand, if your targeting is too narrow, your campaign won't reach enough people to drive real engagement. Ultimately, outreach should begin a conversation, but that conversation isn't necessarily going to start with the final decision maker. Today, the number of people involved in B2B buying decisions is growing, and the more of these stakeholders you can speak to, the better. And fundamentally, we're talking about ABM at scale. Typically, ABM starts off with a list of named companies, but today, with a great data and expert use of it, you can define this list, your ideal companies, with advanced filters and provide an up-to-date, live, dynamically changing list of targets that you can use the same ABM tactics against. And so SoPro AI experts have the tools to do this, taking hundreds and hundreds of different data points, scraping and analysing B2B websites, integrating additional relevant data, and over the top of that, using AI to zero in on your audience and ensure you're contacting the right people at the right time. And that's how you identify a custom audience that really, really fits your product or service. And then you've got highly targeted campaigns with minimal waste and relevant messaging, and that's what drives successful outreach.